So the title again, Sweet Land of Liberty. I must be honest, y'all. I am extremely patriotic. I am so patriotic that Uncle Sam is my favorite relative. My first words were red, white, and blue. And when I have a daughter, I'm going to name her Sally Mae. I'm so patriotic. The only football team I like is the Dallas Cowboys. Because come on, nothing says America like the Dallas Cowboys. I'm so patriotic that I can love all our founding fathers, despite the fact that they had slaves. I mean, come on. What's so immoral about enslaving one group of people and killing another group while taking their land? I'm so patriotic that I have a picture of Colin Kaepernick on my dartboard, because the freedom of speech does not mean you can speak freely. I'm so patriotic that my Colt 45 automatically fires to the sound of the Star Spangled Banner. I'm so patriotic that I can see the hero in George Zimmerman. I'm so patriotic that I dislike any terrorist that resembles Saddam Hussein, which we all know is all of them. I'm so patriotic that I ignore the fact that the towels on their heads are not actually called towels and that are called turbans, and that wearing a hijab is not a sign of a bomb threat. I'm so patriotic that I understand that religious freedom only applies to Christianity. Anything else is blasphemy or terrorism. I'm so patriotic that I love all of our presidents. I'm so patriotic that I hate Barack Obama. I'm so patriotic that Donald Trump is actually starting to make sense. I'm so patriotic. I'm so patriotic that I can't see why the colored people hate it here so much. I'm so patriotic that I can't see why the colored people hate it here so much. And if it's that bad, why don't they just go back to Africa? I mean, it's not like we've at any point in time targeted their economic progress, and if we did, we paid it back through affirmative action. I'm so patriotic that I understand that the history of our patriotism is imperialism. I'm so patriotic that I understand, despite popular belief, that America has never been great. It's titled She. I am the mistake of two underage kids. The only bastard child who got to fully live but was never supposed to live. Before me, my mother was pregnant with a child that did not make it. 3 years ago, a miscarriage took my first child. I can't make that sound poetic. At night I still cry. I honestly don't know if my tears are for her or for myself. I like to think they are for us both. I never got to know her. I never got to kiss her cheeks, to hold her in my arms and reassure her that nightmares always stop in the morning. She never knew the feeling of her father's comfort, only the warmth of her mother's womb. Her mother. How could she see a king in me when whenever I looked in the mirror, all I saw was my dad? Spending so much time trying not to be him made him the only thing I knew how to be. As my mother's child, I wanted every piece of him out of me. I tried to run for myself because that included him, but I know better now. Only a coward runs from who they are. The day I found out she was gone, I crawled into a corner and wept. I cried because I was alone. I cried because she was alone. I cried because I couldn't save her. I cried because I knew I would have given my life for hers. Her mother and I weren't together when she passed. I killed our child with my doubt. I didn't sleep the first month I went back to school. At night, all I could hear were her cries. The river from these eyes was enough to soak both pillows, but not enough to drown out the noise. Not enough, too much to hold in, but I held it in anyway. Friends, completely oblivious. Andre, you're so great with kids. Andre, you're going to make a great father one day. Andre, you're so paternal. There's nothing blissful about their ignorance. Unawareness never hurt so much. A year later, I write these words in the same fetal position I was in, with the same streams of sadness flowing down my cheeks. Today I know that the universe expands great lengths. She is not here, but she is not gone. We all share one universe. One day I will find her. She was not alone. Her mother was by her side. Her mother is by her side. Her father is by her side. She has nothing to fear. Her father is a fearless bastard child. Her mother is an ancient warrior spirit. She is light. She is love. She is everything but a mistake. She is my powerful warrior princess, and all I can think about is that I never got to tell her I love you. I never even knew if she was a she.
I like him already. I like it. Hey everybody, I've been going to the gym recently, and I've been seeing a lot of interesting people. You know, like I saw two guys yelling at each other, you know, like pumping each other up. They're like, hey man, you got it, you can do this, you're the best, ah! And they were drinking from a water fountain. That's like all they're doing. I was like, this is insane. And one of the guys, he's the guy who carries a bag around to every single lift he goes to. And I've never understood this, why people do this. Like, is there a weight in his bag? You know? Because why? Because he's at a gym. I don't get it. I just don't get it. And the thing is, like, I want to go up to this guy and be like, hey man, how about you calm down a little bit? You know, you calm down, you put your bag in the locker room, and I want to say that to him, but I can't because he is super jacked, guys. He will beat me up because if I said one thing to him and he was like, didn't take it the right way, you know, he could punch me out, and I'd be knocked out, and I'd become his own personal deadlift. That's what would happen. It's not great. That's what it is. People love it. It's crazy. It's crazy talk, guys. And like, I was there, and there was a lot of other boyfriends and husbands there. And just the women were just tossing candles on him, be like, hey, you carry this out of here. I didn't mind, because I liked it, because I love a good free sniff. I love sniffing candles, guys. I do. And it's like, I don't know if you could hear that. I sniff really hard in candles. Okay, this gets weird. That's weird. Nope, not gonna talk about that anymore.
I'm sick of my friends telling me I need to eat more kale or kimchi or like whatever's on Joe Rogan's podcast this week. You know, it's just hard for me, dude, because like I'm a real picky eater. You know, I won't try new foods. Like pretty much I won't try something new unless there's a Lay's potato chip version of it I can try first. You know, like you know those flavors like biscuits and gravy and chicken and waffles. Like some people think that's like silly and it's fun. Like to me that's a tool, right? Like let me try this new food but via chip, you know? Let me try the chip version, right? That's how I got turned on to everything bagels, you know? I didn't know what that was, an everything bagel. To me, that sounds like a bagel shop. Like, we got bagels and bagel accessories. Like, come on down, everything bagel, you know? You know that guy in every neighborhood that has like the best lawn? He has like the stripes in the lawn, it's taken care of, all that kind of thing. That's me, dude. That's me, but with my carpet, you know? Because I love vacuuming, love it. And vacuuming is kind of like mowing indoors, except your socks don't turn green, you know? So I'm spending the time, I'm trying to make the lines in my carpet, you know? I'm making it sometimes diagonal, sometimes straight on. Basically, I want everyone in the neighborhood to be like, have you seen Matt's carpet? Best carpet on the block, dude. He won't even let you walk on it. Every time you come over, he's playing the floor is lava. Like, that's some shit I'm into.
Giving away my pride, setting my future aside for a time in which I always had to lie. I chose to lie down my weapons and weep my heedless cry. I tried, and it still seems like my best just isn't good enough. Yeah, talk to my creator, tell him that he doesn't know me. And laugh in your face, think I'm lock me up, is this my destiny? I fell in love with you like you got hurt, I am sorry. I don't just be talking to make noise, you don't hear my fear, you just feel my voice and you don't recognize it when I tell you that you're beautiful. I'm really saying that our last moments are beautiful. I am sorry that things had to turn out like this, 'cause I'm fucked up. A blessing, a curse, you can't tell the difference that I'm speaking of. I've been so low for too long. I know I need to let it go for a minute. I've been troubled for so long. I'm slowing down until my heart stops beating. I'm starting to really feel like I don't belong anywhere. It hasn't been long, but my life is getting real, I'm getting scared. I've stood at the edge of a dagger, I've already welcomed death. And every time that I fall in love, my life becomes a mess. I'm tired of sleeping, but can't stay awake. It viciously snatches me out of the day. Feeling insomnia is killing my mind. The demons are keeping me so out of line. I'm looking at myself right through the mirror, and I don't recognize a thing. How could I let myself get this far? I'm slowly going insane. Been so low for too long. I know I need to feed my soul for a minute. I've been troubled in this song. I'm slowing down until my heart starts beating, yeah. You say I'm not at fault, but this is my fate. Born into a world like this, feels like a mistake. No matter where I go, what I do, or who I'm surrounded by, I can never find myself, who I was meant to be, or even who I want to be. I mean, it's just that no matter what I do, it just feels wrong. Even though it was the right thing to do, I'm just out of place in my own life, and I hope that one day I can come to accept that. No one, no matter who it is, deserves to live a life like this. But I know people living much harder lives than this one. But this, it hurts.
Much like Arizona, my eyes don't shed tears before they fall when I think about you. Make some noise! Yeah.
That's all I know. That's all I know, man. There we go.
She took me back to East Atlanta. Hey, oh, my heart is in a better. There's something better matters. She didn't walk up and how you do it. You said it's like as I can do it. Yeah. I never ever been up with me. The papa said she got my love.
This is the most cliche as it's gonna get. She loves me. She loves me not. How could I ever know after these petals drop if there could ever be in us with that special kind of love? Because I want that new kind of love, that real kind of love. I don't want that drama love. You know, that I love you, but I don't like the mama love. Nah. I want that I love from which you came kind of love. That even in the rain, these flowers of understanding won't change kind of love, unless it's growth kind of love. That I keep your picture in my wallet just to always keep you close kind of love. That real kind of love. That for you, I reveal all that I keep concealed kind of love. Not that kind of love, nah, that, oh, we're in public, you gotta remind us, love, that sweet kind of love, that with this mouth, I make it hard for you to speak kind of love, knees weak kind of love, that never shallow, because I know you like it deep kind of love, that bright kind of love, that even when we fight, you're who I come to at night kind of love, that I'll be home soon kind of love, that I tried to write a poem about you, baby, and I ran out of room kind of love. And I say all of that to say, I think we should give it a try. Even though all I have to offer is my kind of love. I hope that's enough. I deny my feelings because I'm afraid of the truth. I tell myself that I don't hate you, but really I know I do. Which means I also hate myself because I'm a part of you. Just because we share the same name doesn't mean we share the same fate. And I hate when people say me and you share the same face. This anger inside has been held down and locked away. But I say today it's time for these bars to break. I've been called a bastard, and the only reason it's true is because of you. I know to make a child it takes two, but it's hard to forgive someone that you never see. You're the type of person I hope to never be. Bury me. The price for sin is death, right? So bury me. Respect our mother and father is the lesson. But who are the exceptions? That's the main question that I ask of the Reverend, but his response is that I need to forgive, but only God can forgive, so I remain pissed. This is how my life is. So many holidays gone, so many birthdays missed, and even I hate to admit that I wanted you there. A little boy, lonely and scared, wondering why life isn't fair. He had to grow up fast, wanted something that he could never have, looking at the world, feeling forever mad, but you taught me the opposite of a man. So thank you, Dad. When I have a child, I make sure he knows what real love is like, so he'd never have to face a lonely night in his life, and he'd never have to feel what I felt, and he'd never have to look out to the world and try to find somebody else to be a father figure, and his child mind would never have to figure why Dad wasn't there, and maybe Dad just doesn't care. I remember acting out to get attention, but nobody would listen, so I laid in bed, stuck in the fetal position. Mom was at work, so she didn't really know how it hurt to be put up on this earth and never see the man that helped give you birth. So I told myself as a boy, you better man up. This world try to bring you down, little man, just stand up. These tears may surround you, but they will not drown you. So you become the father when the real one ain't around you. Every time I get involved, I give it for my homies that won't get to see tomorrow. I give it cause I got you. I give it cause the cop that harassed me did not shoot. I give it because this story is mine, but it is not new. This is my truth. I give my everything until I'm no longer whole. I get to stage my body. I give these poems my soul. I give my story to y'all. Tell my children when I'm gone, all the hearts that I touched, all the people I did wrong, all the love I tried to give, why it took me so long to give it my everything. I was too busy holding on, way too reckless, way too selfish, and too prideful to accept this. I'm probably way too stubborn to confess this. To all the people who I know needed me to succeed. To my mother, who is the main reason I breathe. For all of you, I open up my notebook and I bleed. On every single page, I call it being free. I call it letting go. I call it being me. But the rest of the world can just call it poetry.